Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Metal Hellsinger on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, we'll be finishing up the rest of Yhelm with the giant staircase.
It just goes to show, you cannot spell Metal Hellsinger without Grr.
I mean, sure, but, Paz was, making a joke on how the fact that this is a very long and spirally staircase. I still don't like the crossbow. I grant that the crossbow's high damage output and high area of effect are honestly really good traits about it, but it doesn't actually do either of those things all that well against high health / shielded enemies. So I just end up switching over to Persephone when I have to fight those. And as we're getting into the mid game, we have a lot more of the shielded bruisers to deal with going through. It works against the normal bruisers just fine, but the shielded bruisers not so much.
Well, those direct hits really make you feel the burn when you get blocked by a shield, certainly. I get this. I dare say I'm gonna really notice the next time I pick up like a Mercenaries minigame on Resident Evil series that I'm gonna miss how much more metal and rewarding it is to play to a musical track, even though I'm basically doing the same thing of waiting for the enemy to finish its scripted animation after I hit it the first time to make a subsequent headshot. Because that too also is following timing and rhythm, but it's esoteric and a lot more quiet.
Other folk are gonna be doing the dive.
Thank you, Paz. Alright, so this is our second to last major combat arena before we have to go fight down the next aspect of the judge. This one is the thing that I like about the level design in general for Metal Hellsinger is the fact that we actually take a bit of Doom Eternal's verticality and actually spread it out or rather condense it in a manner that it makes it so that navigation through these levels is actually still relatively simple. Whereas a lot of the verticality in the Doom Eternal's later half is a bit more complex and difficult to navigate. Here, the verticality is definitely a factor, but because we have both a double jump and an air dash, we get to traverse it, much more simply and maybe not efficiently, but deliberately. I believe is the term I'm looking for.
In addition to verticality, I am really thankful as to the colors that switch up, as well as open sky, closed sky, to make it easier to tell when you're in a new environment versus Doom and Doom Eternal, where the map areas generally are wider and more inclusive, so it's hard to tell if you're in a new place.
Thank you, Persephone. Alright, have I actually gone over the healing crystals that are on the wall yet, Mr. Cloud? I forget. It's been...
Oh, the ones on the wall?
Yeah.
Well, you went over that enemies will heal you when you get specific executions on them, but so what? You shoot the crystals and it makes health come out?
Specifically, yes. There are green crystals on the wall of every combat arena, including the boss arenas, and when you shoot them, you get a collection of green health crystals will all show up, and I believe they're guaranteed to fully heal you. But I'm not entirely sure about that. That might actually be dependent on what your current combo is.
So, do we get automatic Shinobi vacuum cleaner, or do we have to get close to the crystal in order to get
we have some amount of magnetism. We don't have a global magnetism, but we have a decent amount of magnets.
Now we gotta play the run from the sight dude game. He's coming at you. You dodge. He turns around because he's big, he's slow, and stupid. Now I find myself talking like the narrator. The irony.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't want answers too. After that flash I saw. Was just hoping I'd get.
Alright, here we go. We are officially entering the boss fight for Yhelm. As you can tell, as it's denoted by a cutscene. Invocation featuring Defiance. Sorry, Infernal Invocation.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, most of the aspect fights use a variation of Infernal Invocation.
Chun, 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 chun. I mean, which is fine. I mean, my entire life, most of the time, if you're listening to a boss theme, it's probably the same boss theme as the last time. Like Streets of Rage, for example. The boss theme is the same in every single level in Streets of Rage 1 and 2. In 3 and 4, they decided to change it up and start including some alternate boss themes too.
Alright, so the gimmick for this fight is that while she has this shield up, you cannot actually, you have to actually get inside her shield in order to do any damage to her. Thankfully, that's not actually all that difficult because we have relatively powerful mid and close-range weapons in the crossbow and the shotgun. However, running the pistols for this fight is not honestly recommended. Because although the pistol special will help you deal with the ads, it won't actually, your pistol decoy doesn't actually deal with puzzle mechanics all that well, and this is technically a puzzle mechanic. And the aspect very specifically likes to hover over this fire pit, so.
Right, you know where the aspect is going to be, and then you also can exploit the close range bonus you get by using a shotgun type weapon when you're standing right next to the enemy.
Yeah, although we're still actually using our crossbow because, this is the only level I'm going to use the crossbow in, so I want to get as much use of it as I can, despite the fact that I don't actually like it that much.
Your song ends now.
No, bullshit. We still have the ability to effectively one and or two shot any single one of your ads, with the exception of your behemoth.
I'm gonna kick you in the ads.
Oh, right. The Unknown actually does have a dash attack. I believe you have to have the sword equipped in order for it to do significant damage. But yes, whenever she dashes into an enemy, they have a chance of becoming staggered. It's very obvious with the smaller damned enemies. But it does actually work against the medium damned enemies as well, like the bruisers and such. Wow. And this should be our final cycle, right? Yeah, part is almost over. So.
It's my party and I'll fly if I want to. Walk if I want to.
It's my party, I got a crossbow. No, we are ordered. We are ordered specifically to slaying you aspect of the judge.
Order in the court of hell. You've been overruled.
Specifically by our crossbow. Waha.
You've been overschooled.
Alright, these red projectiles are slightly different in that these ones very specifically actually attempt to hone in on your location. And because of that, it's very easy to take a bunch of damage that you don't really see coming. But yay. Oh yes, my editing suite still doesn't actually like me, and I desperately need to upgrade the RAM on my machine in order for Camtasia to stop exploding at me. I still haven't done that. Meh.
It's the machine's exploding at us. That's our euphemism. Is there have been technical difficulties and things could have looked better if only our systems were up to speed like they're designed to.
Yep.
I did not really notice anything wrong with the video.
Don't worry.
But I appreciate the
we will see things wrong later on in the playthrough, most certainly. So, this is the cutscene known as the Ritual of Spears.
Now, the Ritual of Spears was supposed to bind a spirit in perpetuity.
In layman's terms, that means you take a big pointy stick and you stab them through the heart, the chest, the limbs, and the groin and breadbasket.
And then we say, fuck you, I have teleport powers. Mwaha! And then she kicks us out. Damn it.
Yep, let me tell you, that was not the finale hell was hoping for.
Yeah. In the next episode, we will continue on with the next level of Metal Hellsinger. Be safe, everybody.
Attention.
Rock and roll, y'all.